Some houses hide secrets. Others scream them from behind locked doors. But what unfolded inside a modest North Philadelphia home in the late 1980s wasn't just a crime. It was a descent into madness. A twisted, living nightmare designed by a man who saw people as tools and women as property. Gary Heidnik wasn't just any man. He was intelligent, with an IQ of 148, a former U.S. Army medic, a stock market investor, a self-proclaimed bishop who ran his own church, the United Church of the Ministers of God. Heidnik preached salvation while hiding a dungeon beneath his feet. His money came not from donations but from trading stocks. He built a portfolio worth over $500,000. To outsiders, he was eccentric, odd, but successful. Inside, though, he was deeply disturbed, fueled by delusions, misogyny, and control. In November 1986, Gary Heidnik picked up a woman named Josefina Rivera, a sex worker trying to make ends meet. He took her to his house, and she never left. In the basement, he chained her to a pipe. Naked, in the cold, no light, no food unless he felt generous. She was the first. Over the next few months, 5 more women would be dragged down there, beaten, starved. Heidnik used Rivera to gain the trust of other victims, forcing her to lure them in under threat of torture. He wasn't just collecting them. He had a plan. Heidnik told his captives they were chosen, not for punishment, but for purpose. He was building a baby farm. His goal? To impregnate all of them, raise the babies, and create a new family that would serve only him. He kept meticulous notes, monitored their cycles, fed them dog food, forced them to fight each other for scraps. It wasn't just physical torture, it was psychological warfare. When one of the women, Deborah Dudley, resisted too much, he escalated. He punished her with electric shocks, using extension cords and wires dipped in water. Eventually, she died. Heidnik didn't panic. He dismembered her, boiled parts of her body on his stove, mixed her flesh with dog food, and fed it to the other women. They ate, because they had no choice. Josefina Rivera knew the only way to survive was to pretend to trust him. She became his favorite, obedient, loyal, convincing. Heidnik eventually let her go out, to lure another girl. Instead, she ran straight to the police. At first, they didn't believe her, but when officers forced their way into the house, they found chains, they found the pit in the basement, they found Sandra Lindsay's body parts in the freezer, her head boiling on the stove. In 1988, Gary Heidnik was convicted on multiple counts, including murder, rape, and kidnapping. He claimed insanity, but the jury didn't buy it. He was executed by lethal injection in 1999. He remains one of the last people put to death in Pennsylvania. His house was demolished, but the story stayed. It inspired horror films, books, and urban legends. But nothing compares to the real thing. The monsters we fear in movies pale in comparison to those that walk beside us. Gary Heidnik wasn't fiction. He was a neighbor, a man with a Bible, and a basement. And sometimes, the scariest place on earth isn't a haunted forest or abandoned asylum. It's the house next door. If this story chilled you, subscribe for more disturbing truths. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.